Hello there, my good friends of the Yeeps community. Uh, I want to talk about probably one of the biggest problems on Yeeps. That is community worlds. Community worlds by themselves are amazing. They're like the greatest feature possible. Imagine a private world. Imagine everything in this ocean biome that I've spent probably a year working on. Imagine all of it, but anyone could see it and anyone could go to it. Great feature, right? It's just every good thing has bad people abusing it. Now, I'm not specifically calling these community world creators bad. Most of them are amazing, probably. However, the biggest problem with Yeeps is that all the community worlds are like linked up together and you can never find any actual unique ones. Hello again. I'm here to show you the example I'm talking about. By the way, nothing against these community worlds specifically, but they help highlight the point because they're just the ones closest to me currently. So, right here, Crown Point. Crown Point, it's a fun, not very unique map. Yesterday, there was a map just like Crown Point. It's just Crown Point has rain and less snow. But that's not the problem. Crown Point is number one on featured, the featured maps of the day. These maps are featured specifically because they're great and they have a bunch of views and stuff. And like people are engaged with them and stuff, right? And then you go over here, Fishing Casino. That looks like a fun, unique map. It's got to have a reason to be unfeatured. It looks amazing. You get gambling and fishing. Then Fangamer. I haven't played Fishing Casino or Fangamer, by the way. I have no idea what's in them. But these two maps, they look fun. They look unique. But we're not talking about unique. If we go up here, oh hey, look who's in the featured PvP. Is that Crown Point? I feel like I've seen you somewhere. And then we go to the side, featured hangout, Fishing Casino. Whoa, I thought I just saw you. Weren't you just down there? And then Fan Gamer. Fan Gamer's on here too. I just saw you, Fan Gamer. And I haven't checked these two maps. I will say Crown Point, it's the least likely to have been like cheated up here because there's no portals in there. But I haven't checked out these two. I'm gonna go into them. All right. So yeah, welcome to Fan Gamer. Look at how great it is with the hard to walk on road. However, the hard to walk on road isn't the problem with Fan Gamer. The problem comes when you walk forward. Oh, never mind. This one isn't a problem. But this is just a kind of example. Most of the featured maps stuff will have a portal leading to another community world. For example, free blocks. This isn't anything against free blocks, alright? Look, they're just saying that this is here because it helped them build the map, which is understandable, right? However, most maps will abuse this. They put their friend's map in here so that their map gets up there, their friend's map, right? And then their friends will put hurdles to their map and their map also. So that means it's a continuous cycle of like the same four maps being up there for like a week straight. Like it's so unfun. It's so ununique. No one likes it. Not like it's so dumb. The free blocks I know isn't connected to anything. This community world, it seems fine. Like, there's nothing really unique here. That's fine for a featured map. Alright, I'm gonna cut over to me in probably about 30 seconds. Hello again. I realized I got that wrong. The entire last segment was Fishing Casino, not Fangamer. This is Fangamer right here, right? Uh, nothing against this map or anything, but it just looks ugly. But you go over here. What? Fault Shot? I've played that map before. Whoa. It's basically Fall Shot is also featured. So, let's go into Fall Shot real quick. Hello. We came here from Fangamer. Wait, what's over here? Hold up? The featured part of my favorite map, Fall Shot? And also, let's just mention, there's the exact same sign that was in the other map. So, these two maps are definitely made by the exact same person. Right? But then let's go to Hold Up. Now, this map right here is just actually dead, I think. Like, there's nothing here. There's not, they don't even bother. I take that back. Oh my god. Looted Tall and Mighty. I feel like I've seen this sign from this person before. Or what's that? Another portal! This one doesn't lead anywhere, though. But it will soon, probably. Watch this. In the next couple of days, like, one of these maps that are in this video is probably going to end up on featured. Like, it's gonna just be on featured, and there's nothing we can do about it. Because the portals lead to each other. For the last part of this little complaining video I'm gonna make, I'm just gonna go into Cake Run and show you the worst example. As you can see, my loving fans. So it's like me and me on an alt account, right? If we go to top popular, which no one goes to anymore, it's just like the generic maps. Cake Run is up here. Cake Run. This map is like the biggest rabbit hole in Yeeps. I'm not even joking. Let's go into Cake Run. Hi there. Hi. My best friend. Basically, we got in here, right? And the first thing you see is Fresh Fish, which is this guy's other map, which will be like, Fresh Fish? Hasn't this been on featured before? It was on featured like a few days ago, I'm pretty sure. And right behind it is where you can actually play the map. Right? So, let's go into Fresh Fish. Well, this is confusing. This map just kind of sucks. Like, I'm not even gonna say not anything against Crit. This map just sucks. It's just a pond with a buy option right in front of the most optimal pond area. Those just give you fishing rods. The weakest fishing rod, by the way. And then there's no portals anywhere. However, there is more than one portal leading to this map. Wait, can you? Go side tangent. Oh, you can't. So, I'm going to bring you guys to another map connected to Cake Run and the fishing map called Frenzy Run. I spy with my eye. Frenzy Run. I have a deep hatred for this map right here. Whoa! The map got deleted? Oh no, they're working on a new version. Yo, this map was on featured, by the way. And it was on both staircases, by the way, just like the other, like, 3 featured maps right now. And then, if we go behind it, speak of the devil, Cake Run and Fresh Fish. If you go into these, it will build engagement for them. And then suddenly, they just happen to become unpopular again. I think Leaps have actually been trying to fix this problem. There's an update where these things apparently don't give views anymore, or like help get you unpopular. But from the past few days, it really doesn't seem. So we've seen Fresh Fish and Cake Run, but we haven't seen Reboot. And oh my gosh, is that Frenzy Run and Teapot that I mentioned in the intro? I feel like I've seen those before. But, you know, it's not like all 3 of these maps happen to be connected to each other. And they all happen to be featured. You know? Community worlds, man. I wish they were better. I really do. Map incomplete. Join these community worlds instead. Speak of the devil. Frenzy run. Cake run. Disassociation. Decision. Parkour. And this map has been featured on both types. But look at these aren't even maps. Like they're just all connected. It's so dumb. Alright, let's go to Promoted. I've been to Promoted before. It's literally just a place to advertise all their maps. Like, I'm sorry. Hi. Trigger warning, by the way, because this part is going to disgust anyone who sees it. What? Fresh fish again? And what's this? Reboot again? And then Frenzy Run again? And then over on this side, there's... Well, I mean, these ones haven't really been unfeatured. City RP has been unfeatured. Yeeps 101 is connected to this. Like, all these maps are so generic, and they're all connected to each other. Oh! And speak of the devil, Cake Run! That I've played Airtime before. I think they're just collabing or something like that. But these maps are gonna be like the only few maps you ever end up seeing unfeatured nowadays. Like, not all of them have been unfeatured. I've never seen Team Airsoft. I'm never going to play Team Airsoft or Bag Up. Oh, so by the way, again, nothing against these people. Alright? It's just, I'm allowed to be annoyed at something that feels wrong without it, like, genuinely being a hate video. This is just me talking about the biggest problem on Deeps. Anyways, back to my private world. I can't do this. Hey guys, we're back in the void. Same place as my other outro areas. I actually updated it a bit, but I doubt anyone really cares. That was my report on why community worlds suck. They're a great feature. I love them so much. They've always been a great feature. But the fact that they're just being abused like this, it's just... I don't like it at all. Anyways, there's no longer spikes down there. Like, there's just not spikes. There is something else down there, though. So I'll see you guys later. But in a more cinematic way.